Welcome to this probably not so short video about the reasons why I didn't buy Red Dead Redemption 2 yet and if I ever will. To be honest, I wanted to do a video about this topic earlier before the release on more like why I'm not excited about Red Dead Redemption 2. But it ended up in a lengthy rant how horrible bad GTA 5 is, and because of that I didn't manage to finish the video on time. Yeah, I'm extremely bad with this YouTube thing here. So I decided to change up my script and just push everything GTA related to the side, or at least most of it, and let's only talk about Red Dead Redemption. Then in general the argument stays the same, and now we also have some reviews we can talk about. First let's talk about Red Dead Redemption 1. Yes, I played it, and no, I never finished it. I don't remember that Red Dead Redemption was bad or anything like that. I just played it at the absolute worst time when I was completely bored by open world games and I just couldn't be bothered finishing this type of games anymore. Especially the pile of shit Ubisoft pooped out. Actually, I probably should be thankful to Ubisoft because before them doing their open world games I had this absolute obsession to finish all the games I owned, and not only that, if possible, get all the achievements and so on. Now I have a couple of Ubisoft games and other open world games not finished in my library. Yeah, I was a long time very naive to still buy Ubisoft game and would hope they change or at least improve in any way. Well, they didn't. So thank you Ubisoft and other AAA companies that just copied their game design for getting rid of my OCD, I guess. But it is also your fault that I completely ignored my favorite hobby for almost 4 years and only played from time to time some timeless retro games I knew they wouldn't disappoint me, like Final Fantasy VII. Coming back to modern video games and seeing Ubisoft and the other top tier garbage companies stagnating this ridiculous repetitive game design, not only not improving their games but making them worse, was just terrible. I mean, I was certain that the day one patches and DLCs would be the death of games as we know. I completely missed with my absence the implementation of microtransactions, season passes, and other garbage that makes games worse with every year passing. I wonder why retro and indie games are bigger than ever. I really wonder. I'm not really regretting coming back to video games because I had the chance to play some actually great games like Persona 5, Neo, and to be honest other PS4 exclusives. And I have also seen games like Resident Evil finding back to its old self. But let's come back to the topic. I will never put Red Dead Redemption in the same box like any Ubisoft game up to date. I believe it was far better than any of these games, and at least they tried to spice up some of the side content. However, they couldn't keep me motivated enough to finish the game. And will I ever revisit it again? Probably not. Also because the ending was now spoiled 1000 times for me. And I'm honest with you, I'm at the point now, if I never ever have to play an open world game again, I'm perfectly fine. I would not miss anything. So sorry, but that's kind of the main reason why I'm very hesitant to buy Red Dead Redemption 2. Next reason, GTA 5. Yes, I lied when I said I wouldn't rant about the pile of shit GTA 5 is, because it's kinda important, and another reason why I'm really hesitant to buy Red Dead Redemption 2. GTA 5 is another game I never finished and probably never will. It was just bad from start to end. I mean the point, I just gave up on the game. I will describe GTA 5 as one of the worst games I have ever played. Maybe even worse than Assassin's Creed 3, the last Assassin's Creed I ever have played. But it's a really long time since I played that garbage. I know, and I hear you already complaining there are worse games than GTA, like hating Colonial Marines, E.T., or the game with the biker dude. Well, I wouldn't know, because I never played this game. Not pre-ordering games helps really so you can avoid the real turds. But no one warned me about GTA 5, and even out of bad and completely broken games you can get something out of them. They're games that are so bad that they are fun because they are bad. And even if not bad games and broken games, they let you at least feel something. Things like frustration or anger that is absolutely more than I've ever got out of GTA 5. GTA 5 is just boring and uninteresting. Every time I'm sitting in the loading screen, which takes forever to load the stupid map, I just feel like wasting my time, and then I just stop and play something else. Drive around 20 minutes, at least 20 minutes. If you piss off the police, this time can go up exponential, and all this for just arriving at the start of your mission. And for what? For doing some stupid minigame like moving cargo boxes around or driving the slowest submarine ever made in a game around the pier just so Rockstar can show off that there are animated dolphins in the water. And then when you finally arrived at the end of the mission, you just give the stolen submarine back because the meanest gangsters ever decided that they are too afraid of the consequences. And the story definitely doesn't know what it wants. He tried to be so goddamn edgy and tried so hard to cross some lines to be controversial that it just ended up in a complete cringe fest. It almost hurts to follow these three idiots and their stupid lives. Probably because of that, the characters are also just terribly written. I don't like one of them. I just didn't care about these total idiots. And every character in the game, not only the main characters, also all the side characters had just one of these two characteristics. They are crazy or they are just really, really angry. Only exception was Trevor because he was crazy and angry. Look at me, I'm so random, I can go on a rampage at any time just because. Isn't that fucking edgy, huh? And random is a good word to describe the story. One of your character gets angry because of some stupid reason, totally overreacts, hahaha, funny, then some random event happens out of that, which involves some other random dude, and the story progresses, and that's called story writing nowadays. It certainly didn't help that all the game mechanics used in GTA 5 are just completely useless. You could not even build a last gen game out of one of the many game mechanics in GTA. I mean, I guess there was a time we made fun of GTA's terrible shooting mechanics, but we did that out of love because the rest of the game was so amazing. And with that I come to the final point in this short rant that went on too long. Again, GTA 5 brings nothing new to the franchise. Rockstar was once a game company that tried to break all boundaries, improve games as we knew, and they tried to blow our minds every time they released the game. Now they just kinda settled with, who cares? How can we make money with microtransactions? And that's the second point I want to make. I just don't have any confidence in Rockstar anymore that they can create great games. Maybe okay games, or good games, but mind-blowing great games like they did in the past. No, I don't think so. God damn you GTA 5. I just can't stop ranting after I once start with GTA 5 and how bad it is. Anyway, we have to move on. Let's go what I heard from different sources who already played the game. First I want to say, and this is not a point that will make me not want to buy the game, but I just have to say it, the UI is absolutely terrible, distracting, and just feels completely wrong. I believe I watched Sterling's video. It was good 10 minutes of game footage, and I couldn't look away from the stupid minimap for more than 1 second. What the hell does a fucking GPS system do in a Western? I've never seen something that felt so fucking wrong to be there. I just couldn't look away and be annoyed about it. Rockstar expects the player to go through 10 to 15 seconds of animation every time you skin an animal, but they didn't think about implementing an old dusty map or something like that, so you know where to go. Please tell me in the comments you can read the minimap from the UI. Thank you. And then the survival symbols too. Was it too hard to design something that at least looks like a little bit? It would fit a Western. You managed to do it with the wanted icon. Anyway, this leads into the next concern. Not complain, because I haven't played the game, but concern. And that's all the survival stuff in the game. I just don't see the appeal in it. I mean, I can understand survival mechanics in a survival game, because in these games the mechanics are the challenge of the game or the way to progress in the game. In Red Dead Redemption 2, it just seems to be a nuisance. You want just to do some missions or explore the world, and then your stupid cowboy gets hungry or needs water, or you need to clean your stupid horse and things like that. I mean, what is the point? It feels like Rockstar just want to shoehorn in another game mechanic so they can reach people who only like survival games or something like that. I personally absolutely love turn-based JRPGs and even like to just grind level upon level for hours, because there is a point behind that, and the point is progression. If you improve the level of your characters, you not only can learn new abilities and anything else the progression system has to offer, but also make you better prepared for the next challenge like a boss, or giving you the possibility to enter areas with strong enemies and get rewarded with new items and equipment. You gain something from spending these hours of grinding, and it doesn't seem pointless for me. What is the point in stopping everything you do right now to eat something or clean your clothing? Do you progress in the game? Does it help you in any way in beating the game, or is it just a waste of fucking time? I don't see the appeal. I like to play the game and not being distracted by some bars going down all the time. Listen, there are simulators and there are games. Simulators are fun because they come reality as close as possible. They definitely have a reason to exist. Simulators give people the possibility to experience something they may otherwise not experience in real life, like flying a plane or racing in a racing car. They are also used to teach pilots and so on without risking millions of dollars or of damage or even human life if they make a mistake. Games are fun because they are not realistic. And I repeat myself. They are not realistic. Games are full of conveniences, so you don't have to do boring minuscule tasks over and over again. Despite its name, Goat Simulator was not a big hit because of its realism. I mean, no one would have gotten the game if it was a real goat simulator, maybe with the exception of some furries. Because I don't give a fuck about real life except my fridge is empty, I'm not interested in playing a simulator. I want to play games. Fun games with lots and lots of conveniences. Conveniences I wish I had in real life. And everything I saw of Red Dead Redemption 2 is just so unbelievable slow. Let's just say skinning an animal takes 10 seconds. Is it fair to say that you skin 100 animals in one playthrough, or maybe 300? If you skin 360 animals in the game, you watched 1 hour of the same animation over and over again. I mean, it's nice that Rockstar put so much into details, but at some point you just have to ask yourself, what is the point? I watch now many reviews or just gameplay videos, and the amount these people just riding on horses or were walking around without really doing anything was really concerning. Absolutely, because you can edit YouTube videos down and only show interesting stuff. It kinda remembers me at this one party I went with some friends. I don't know if this is a fair comparison, because I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, but still. The music they had played at the party was minimal. So minimal probably comes from the word minimalistic, I assume. It's electronic music, very monotone and repetitive, and I'm sorry, but it is absolutely boring. The only gimmick the music has is that there is, after minutes of agony, the music changes for a second, it gets a little bit exciting, and everyone at the party was screaming and jerking each other off as if something absolutely amazing just happened. So, I'm a metalhead. In metal there is always something happening. The music changes all the time and jumps from one progression to another one. I don't understand why you have to go through 10 minutes of absolute boredom so you feel a little bit of excitement if some small change happens before the agony starts again. It seems to me like an excuse for absolute talentless people that can't compose exciting music from the beginning to call themselves DJ. So now I said I don't think it is fair to compare these two things, mostly because I don't think Rockstar's employees are talentless. But watch other people playing Red Dead Redemption 2, riding on a horse for what for me seems like forever, and then jerking themselves off when something unexpected happens and saying how amazing this game is. Just felt like grumpy old me being at that stupid minimal party, hating everyone that screams like an idiot when the music changes for a second while trying my best to get as drunk as possible, as fast as possible. I'm sorry, but why are open world games like this? How is it excusable that you spend so much of your fucking time playing these stupid games just trying to get from fucking A to B? What is the appeal? Where is the gameplay? I don't want to play a walking simulator, horse riding simulator, driving simulator, parkour simulator, or smashing down the sprint button simulator. I'd rather be Batman, arriving in Gotham City from the other side of the planet without explanation. The last point I want to make is the story. Just tell me only one good prequel to give me a reason why I should care about the story at all. Just one. Also, as absolutely bad GTA 5 and its characters were written, I have no confidence at all that the story of Red Dead Redemption 2 will be in any way appealing. And if you tell me, no, Red Dead Redemption is different, then let's look back at Red Dead Redemption 1, shall we? I can remember a crazy old guy asking us to pick flowers for his wife who was dead and rotting in a chair in his hut. A crazy inventor that jumped into his death after you helped him building his flying machine. And a crazy conman selling some kind of wonder trunk, and these are just the ones I remember. I'm sure there are more crazy people in the game. Rockstar. You can't build all your stories on crazy people and their randomness. It just gets old, and seriously, it's not good written and also not as funny as you think it is. So with all that said, I don't really have the feeling that Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game for me. And the possibility that I get bored of it and stop playing it in the middle is just extremely high. On the other hand, I'm a very open critic of open world games, and it almost feels like I have to play the most anticipated open world game of the year so I can comment on it negative or positive. However, PlayStation has just released that Yakuza Kiwami will be available for PlayStation Plus members from November on. Yakuza is a franchise I want to get into for a while now, and this just seems to be the perfect opportunity for that. So I know what game I will play this month, and it is probably not the same you will. Also, I just don't feel like giving Rockstar $60 right now. So I probably wait until Red Dead Redemption is on sale. Also, at the point no one, including Rockstar themselves, will care about the single player campaign anymore than just thinking about all this microtransaction money in the multiplayer. Not that this would stop me to make a rant video after nobody cares about it anymore. So you can tell me in the comments what an idiot I am for not buying the game now and why I should buy it. I mean, it can't be worse than GTA 5, the worst game I ever played. No wait, I said Assassin's Creed 3 is the worst game I ever played. I can't really decide. So let's make a poll. If you think GTA 5 is the worst game, press the like button. If you think the title should go to Assassin's Creed 3, press the dislike button. And thank you for watching.